Hey guys, SealCuber here. This is going to be my first ever live stream, and I'll be doing how I set up my 2x2's. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. So this will also be a final published video in the end, so you guys can see how I set up my 2x2's. This is a Cubicle Premium weipo. It's pretty good, but I already have a Cubicle Premium weipo right over here. Same exact cube. I just use this one more. This one's better. This one's better. So I'm just gonna take this apart and show you guys how to do this for live streaming purposes. So yeah. First, you guys can just take this apart. So you guys should know how to disassemble a cube. And then, so I like to do it on this towel here and then have another towel to wipe down the pieces. And then I also have my screwdriver, which I'm going to use to untension these cubes right now. So what you want to do is you want to take off the core like this, and then I just slide my whole screw and spring out like that, and then just place this off to the side. And then you want to do this to every single one. So these are the hooked edges, which help to lock it in place, and I just put these off to the side on a separate corner because I don't usually lube those. So now, once we have all of our pieces, this is already pretty lubed, but obviously if you get like a dry cube, it's not going to be this lubed, but just wipe off your pieces for dust and everything. Okay, so you guys can also ask me questions right now. Like, this is a part Q&A. I see right now there is one viewer, but that's okay. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to ask it right now. I'm gonna continue wiping down my pieces. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Yes. I use weight 30K and Maru. Okay, so most people use 50K on their 2x2s, but I kind of hate it. It makes them really, really slow, and the break-in process is just horrible. Okay, so now I have like all of my pieces kind of wiped out. Oh yeah, guys, sorry if the video quality is a little poor. I can't use my normal camera for this, but it works anyway. Okay, so now at this point, what I like to do is I use Traxxas 30K. You guys can use weight 4, weight 2, whatever you guys want in the core. But I use Traxxas, Maru, and then 1K. So, yeah, so I use Traxxas 30K. Oh, this is 10K, but I also use 30K over here. And 10K, but I use 30K only for the core. Honestly, you guys could use 50K, 40K, even 20, like weight 2, whatever you want, but I use 30K. So then what I like to do first is I take this core, and inside there should be a washer down there. Now, most people take it out, but for the most part, I can usually leave it in there. But for purposes, I'm just gonna do one. And if you guys want to take the washer out, you can, but you don't need to. But you basically just take the washer out and then squeeze like a tiny bit of lube in down there and like push it in like a circle. You want just like that much lube on your tip. And then you just like wipe it all around the middle. So there should be like a blob of lube. I don't know if you can see that. And then I just drop my washer back in. If you don't want to take the washer out, that's okay. And then I just use something like a screwdriver and put the rest of the lube on top of the washer, so I don't have to do it again. So looks like that. So now there's lube sandwiched between the washer, and that reduces the spring noise too. So then I take the screw. This is all pretty basic, and then I just put some lube on the screw head. Guys, ask me more questions down in the comments, even if you guys didn't make it to the live stream. If you guys are watching this live stream right now, then go ahead and ask questions. And then I just take this whole thing and stick it back, and that's like one core piece. And I'll do the rest of the core pieces. I'm not going to do the washer on the rest because I don't think I need it, but I just did the first one for example purposes. If you guys want to do it, you guys can go ahead and do it. I'm just going to do the springs. So another core piece. And then these hooked edges, I pretty much do the same thing, but I don't ever do the washes on these. I don't know why, I just don't. Saves time, and it's not really that necessary. But yeah, honestly, you don't need a lot of lube. You don't need a ton of lube. And if you have too much, then it makes it kind of like gooey, and it's not that great, I guess, but I don't know how to say that. Also, if you guys want, you guys can like push the springs in a little bit, and this will help to work the lube in. I sometimes do it, not often. And then here's the middle pieces, so same thing, the edge pieces. Okay, so once I have all of the center pieces done, which are all here, I put these pieces off to the side, by the way, you don't need those now. You can just take your core, mine's a blue core, but it doesn't matter. And I like to put in my edge pieces first. It just makes it easier. Now, not all of these pieces look like this. Not all of them have the whole edge together, but some pieces do have this, like the moyu weipo, the cube I'm using has this. But something like the Yushin white, I don't think has this. It has it has inner edges that lock into place. But basically, you want your spring to just barely touch on, like just barely screw into the core. So then you can tension it more exact later on. So like that's too loose, but okay, and then now I'm gonna just put my second piece. I like to kind of choose my colors. I'm gonna go with the white, blue, red piece. Just stick that piece in there and then lock it in. So yeah, so now it should look like this if you guys do have this whole one middle piece. But if you guys don't, then that's okay. This one's a little tight, but it's too loose. But yeah, so it should just look like this. From now I just screw on my centers kind of like the same way, except I just have them like loose enough where it's on, and then you just pull it out and see like the rivets. So it's pretty loose, and the pieces won't stay in because it's that loose, but that's all right. So again, you just see the rivets there. Okay, yeah. So this is what the core should look like. Not all of the cores are going to be the same, of course, but pretty much the same. And then next, I just take my corner piece and I start assembling the cube one by one. Sometimes the cubes are really, really loose. This isn't the case this time, but sometimes I've had cases where the cube is so loose that like I can't even get like a middle in correctly. It just keeps popping out. And if that's the case, then you guys can just tighten it up a little bit. It doesn't really matter. But just stick some random pieces in there. Okay, so this is the part where I start to really lube it. So what I do is I take a tiny bit of Traxxas 30K and put it on the inner track here, this inner track. But I don't take a lot, I just take like, I literally take like that much. I don't know if you can see that, but like a tiny, tiny bit. And then I just work it in all the way around. And this helps to make the cube more stable, but it's not really slowing it down at the same time. And then this is where I take my 10K. And then I just lube the edge pieces. So these edge pieces, I put a decent line, but you don't want it too thick or else it's gonna be really gummy. But just a fine line there. Can you see that? I don't know. It's just like a fine line. And then I put like one drop of 30K on opposite corners. So like one here and one here. And that's pretty much how I lube the outside of the cube. And I just put Maru on these sides and then a little bit of 10K. But I do that afterwards. I'll show you that afterwards. So at this point, I just finish assembling my cube as normal. Okay, so at this point, I just put my whole cube together. It's really thick right now and really loose, as you can see. So what I do is, let me just solve this really slowly so I don't break it. Okay, so what I do is I start with white, and then I just tension it in a few knots until you really have to feel the tensions. There's no perfect way to do this, but it's really based on feel. But so my tensions are like this right now. This side's okay, so I know this side's too loose, so I can tension that. Oh, and a little trick is if you've ever gotten a cube that's like super duper heavily lubed, or like you ruined a cube by putting too much lube in it, which I think we all have done at one point. I'm pretty sure I've done that. But if you've done that, a trick that you can do is just take a tissue paper, not like a paper towel or anything, just like a tissue paper, and then just dry out the lube. And works pretty good. And it just helps to like kind of like a cheap break-in, except the lube kind of just disappears. Hi, ZS Cuber. So at this point, I just kind of break in the cube. I just work it in. So this cube is pretty nicely lubed already. It's a little loose in some places, so I might need it tension some places. But for the most part, sup ZS Cuber. For the most part, it's pretty nice already. Except for that. And these are just all minor adjustments. Yes, I am having a good day so far. How about you, ZS Cuber? So at this point, what I like to do is, if this is fast enough for you, then leave it this way. But to give it an extra fast, I take just a little bit of Maru and just like put like 1 or 2 drops into my cube. So I just open my cube up like this. And I just put like 2 drops on this side. Work that in really nice. And this was a blue white. So then I do yellow green. And then I just put 2 drops on this side. Work that in real nicely. And now it's like super duper fast. So to slow it down a little bit, I put just a small line of weight 1. Even though this is really lightweight, it's thicker than Maru. So at this point, the cube is pretty much done. It went from a really slow cube because I haven't broken this cube in before. Because I use this weipo mostly. This weipo is really great. But for some reason, the one the cubicle sent me, this one, was really, really gummy. I just couldn't get around to it. So, I don't know, I kind of wasted the premium part, but yeah, I made it better. So, thanks for watching. Make sure you ask more comments. If you guys have any comments. Do you guys have any comments? Do you have any questions? No? Okay, that's fine. But, like, be sure to ask questions in the comment section. And if you like this video, make sure to click that like button, click that subscribe button, ask comments, do all that stuff. Do all that regular stuff that everyone asks you to do. But yeah, so this 2x2 is pretty much done. You just work in the lube a little bit. It's really great. Really getting there. This cube might actually be my main because right now I'm really liking this feel. It's really bumpy, but this cube is really crunchy. I don't know if you guys can hear. This cube's super duper crunchy. This cube's a little lighter. But then I also am using the Yushin White a little bit right now, because this cube's also a really good cube. I don't know if you guys have that. I will probably be coming out with a review on this cube, because I think this cube is really close cube to a die-in, actually. I have a Diane right here, old plastic Diane. Right now, I think it's 8 o'clock, the S-Cuber. It's about 8 o'clock. How about for you? What time is it now? But yeah, this is an old plastic Diane. So this cube is really great. This cube is really, really great. It's old plastic, really great. The only reason I don't use it as my main is it's 46 millimeters. Oh, so you're 8 o'clock too? That's nice. So yeah, this is 46 millimeters. So I don't know. I don't use that as my main. I don't really like it that much, but I think the Yushin White has one of the most familiar feels to it. It's right now the closest. I will be getting the Guoguan Xinghen 2x2, if that's how you pronounce it. I don't know how you pronounce it. I will be getting that cube. So if you guys want me to make a review on these 2 cubes, I can. You just have to comment for it. And I should be able to make a review on these 2 cubes because I heard the Guoguan Xinghen is also a really, really great cube. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. First ever live stream. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.